and I was planning to go. He just reached.
So then you made contact with him Facebook to
And he's right up.
an email.
Yeah.
Which email account did you use? Do you remember?
Z. Davis. At gmail.com.
It's not what I
That's the one that
I found out. Well, very recently I found out. So you were able to get back into being friends, if you would, or back into contact by Facebook and by Gmail at that point. Can I ask a question that, this is one question that is lived with me for over a month now, that I just have to ask, how did you pick Dayton, Ohio?
I picked Dayton, Ohio because I was in Ohio to Rome. Okay. He was coming to Iowa. I was in Iowa. I booked a ticket for him to come to Iowa. I was going to do it in Iowa. But while in Iowa, Victor, Jackie's husband, or Jackie's boyfriend, whatever he is, calls me on a Tuesday after Valentine's Day, so that's February 15th, telling me on Thursday he's going to Michigan. So I'm thinking, when I'm coming back, he says he's coming back on the 18th Friday. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, I need money to survive in New Mexico. This is an opportunity to go to Ohio, rob Jackie the money in the safe. I remember at first I was planning to go to Ohio, rob Jackie on a Thursday evening, drive all the way on Friday to Iowa, and wait for Zen there to arrive on a Sunday morning. But then I changed my mind. I thought that this is a waste of gas, going back to Iowa, driving back to Iowa on a Friday morning, the whole day. I need to just wait for Zen. That's how I chose Dayton.
Yeah.
He was coming to Iowa. I'm sure I would have made it easy for you. So, but he was coming to Iowa, but was bakery was in Ohio. I thought, stay in Ohio Saturday, Friday, and I remember 30 calls to Greyhound trying to get them to drop off in Dayton for something in Iowa. So that's how we came to Dayton. It was my bad chance.
And you said you purchased the Greyhound ticket for Zen. Where did you purchase that?
Online.
Online.
Greyhound website. This is my account.
So you picked him up you actually picked him up that Saturday at the Greyhound bus stop in
About 15.
right, is next to the Speedway gas station, I think.
I don't know. There's a Sears on the other side. I know, because I had taken my car Sears. Those two, that station. I don't know what people.
You took your car to Sears, but that's worked out.
Yeah, the day before Friday.
To Friday.
At Sears, and then on Saturday. I could not find the station, so I had to go to Sears. Last time I went to the station, they showed me. So I dropped out of the car Friday, but Saturday I picked him up there. Yeah, it's on Saturday morning.
And you selected that location prior to Zen, or I mean, you and Zen driving around, and you selected that, or that driving around was Zen and just found that location?
No, I had reached early. I had left early. The hotel. I slept over there in Dayton. The blue one. It's about 8 or 1 of the, I think it's about 8. Slept in Dayton, watched at 6, and even Dayton, it was about 8. I woke up in the morning, which I had drove for 2 hours, maybe from 8 to 10. I was in the late to pick him up, because I could not find a place. That place is open acres everywhere, you can't hide anyone. So I found it at the end. So I just took him to a place, a location which I had set on the GPS, you find it on the GPS, but I found it at the end before I went to pick him up. Okay. That's the worst day, man. I mean, the contrast in me, don't do it. Do it. You're desperate. If you don't do it, you're losing your job. And that's called who stops you. Takes your license. Your parents take off your parents. That was the most selfish thing I've ever done. I mean, James, it was terrible, but I had not planned it. You don't understand the torture I went through for Cyprus. I planned it. Not for hours, for days, weeks. And you know this person is not a stranger, you know him, and you know he's my family. So I'm supposed to be looking out for him. He's my younger brother, you know. All those things came back to me. I felt like, can't kill a lady. This guy trusts me. I really even said it on the image that I'll come because I trust you. And then, you know, I did that image or text this and I'll come because I trust you. I said, I don't trust me if you lose. This guy trusts me. If you had a gun, he run away because he trusted me. But I'm kidding. And you've been doing this for months, so much, and you continue with it. That tortures me. That's the only of the 4 killings. Was 2 killings. If I was defending myself, I would have died there if I didn't kill those boys. Jackie, then I was afraid she would report me to the cops. It was robbery. But then you don't understand the torture. Just tortured me. He tortured me before I did it. Because I planned it. No, you got to plan it inside and terror left. And since then it has tortured me. Not thinking about his family. Even read the newspapers after when he's dead was talking. Saying the investigation was still going on. Not that I'm trying to sound proud of them, but I was confident the way I planned it. That it would be halfway nice to check me. Maybe I was wrong, but I was confident the way I planned it. It would be just the wrong people. But I knew nobody would. My key was I told nobody. So unless I told nobody would say anything. There was. But in 8 day and night, that's why they met 8 day and night, right? I still see his pictures, my mind, him like, it's unbelievable.
What kind of, and you ended up, your boss bought the gun for you in Independence, is that correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. And that day, on the 19th, when you drove out, for everybody, and you said that he used Zen smoking the getting out of the car and getting over to that into that little, I don't want to say wood area, but that little clump of trees basically where we found him. At that point, did Zen have his ID on him? Did he have you were talking about you and you got his visa and passport, am I correct? Was it on him? Did he have it in a bag? Did he have a computer? Did he have other belongings with him that day?
He had a bag and a fine. And then I had told him to bring all his papers. Because I was meeting this Jewish family and I wanted to see everything about it. So he had all his paperwork in the file. He wasn't a connection. Very untidy, but very open. Very unclean personal hygiene, not bad, but everything else was Lord. So he had his bag, clothing, and his file. Everything was in the file. It was one bunch. I didn't mark it, I didn't shoot him at that book of names. Because everything was in the file. I told him to put it in the file because we were making some kind of presentation. Because I didn't want blood when the meeting and looking that somebody comes and see me marking at that person or something. So he had to put everything beforehand in the file.
And while you're in Zen, or outside the van,
And I had to take with a dog, white hunter. Then I had a gun at him. I think I saw the hunter first, but I think if the hunter had seen the gun, he would have reacted differently. I think I saw first and he hit the gun, sent my jacket, and the hunter came and asked us, are you guys alright here? Yeah, he walked around and went away. I I think it didn't say that one. And I thought if he had said it, he would have acted differently and maybe. But after the other saw us, we were there for another 90 minutes. So I don't know if he did that, I see the guy would have called the cops now, they would have come and whatever. So we have to get into the car. And once we knew each other, we had a lot of suspected, and it's not like Zenon was not that any arrest. We trust that he was not showing the signs of Sky as a car, just going to kill you. We knew I was not going to kill you. And he tried not to. Did another come forward?
Basically,
Did he take a sketch of me or something? Could he come up with a drawing?
pretty good description. Fairly good, I think, I'd say a fairly good drawing. He had some, needless to say, after Zen was found that day, and later that evening, he saw it on the news and ended up calling the police department. He was shaken because he put himself in that car seat. Not only put himself in what he had killed me, and that has that sobering effect, or that wake up attention. And he says, if I would have been there a minute earlier or 2 minutes later, when I had been laying there in the field too, if I would have walked up as whatever transpired happened and he was shot, would I have gotten shot too? So he had some emotional baggage, and he still does from that. I spoke to him about a week and a half ago, heading to the police department. We were doing some things concerning this, and when he talked about it, you could see the emotions start to come up, and he was very thankful that he walked away that day. He was very thankful that he walked away that day.
Did he tell you what car they driving?
Didn't give you a license number, but a real good description on the vehicle.
I knew the car, I even figured out, but I knew the license. Maybe you would not have noticed it. Did I have dreadlocks in his description?
Trying to remember back, because the ranger asked me, and I don't remember, because the initial contact that day on the 19th, I was not there. I was out of town, and I was not there, so I did not speak to our witness for probably a week, and I was getting some other details. I let one of our detectives pretty much deal with him, and actually my chief had met with him today on the 19th, and struck up a good rapport with him, and they had a good working relationship between the two. But like I said, he is very thankful that he walked away that day. Let's see. Going through all my little questions.
So have you guys by any chance picked up that Zen's name had been used after his death in New Mexico at all?
We'll talk about that at the end of this. How's that? I will tell you, and I've done this job for 31 years, so I'm a real old man, and or I feel real old. But I've done this job for about 31 years, and I will tell you that the homicides that I've investigated, assisted with, and supervised, and you have made me work the hardest in my 31 years of trying to identify people, trying to identify Zen, trying to look back and find out what he did for 2.5 years that he was in the United States, where he'd been, who his friends were, where he worked, all that for 2.5 years. Let me tell